Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Crypto, thank you for booming in. Is my mic on? Yes, indeed. Shout out to Adrian Kent. Shout out to Mike and the rest of the boomers, indeed, on the Avax train. I'll talk more about it. Make sure that you hit the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily. If anybody's on the Discord, please link the video right now. I got so many screens up and it's hard to do everything all at once. So if you can go ahead and link the live right now onto the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of this video. Shout out to Adrian Kent, Mike Bueno, and the rest of the boomers. Guys, today we'll be talking about it. DeFi Live. DeFi Live with the boomers. What's the title of the video? We'll be DeFi living them with all the platforms today. FTM, Avax, and more. You heard of the Boba network? Not yet. I've been hearing about so many things, guys. And if you want to talk about those things, jump in the Discord. Jump in the Discord. The people have been sharing a couple of things, and we got a couple leads. And ultimately, I'm on Avax though, so we'll talk about that. I jumped on the Blizz. I got the airdrop. Shout out to I forgot who put me on. Trap over there. He's from the YouTube live, and now he's on Discord. So we just opened up the channel. It's over there, linked in the description. The Discord group is less than a week old, so it's still small, and I'm paying attention. So go ahead and link over there, and we could talk about Boba and the rest of them. Is that on Avax? Let's go ahead and show the screen. You can see we had a flash. People calling it a flash crash. We had a major pullback yesterday evening. After the Evergrande FUD. Apparently Evergrande is going to default and the greater market is FUDing. Guys, the last time I heard about that, 2 days later, the market forgot about it. So what did I do? I held the position and I reinvested. I didn't even take any profits, nothing, So, it's a little pullback. We hit all-time highs. So, of course, things are going to pull back. In fact, I look at it as like an opportunity. So you got a major pullback after you hit all-time high. Why not reinvest? Shout out to Poison. I see you. Good morning, Cryptmatic, all the boomers. Guys, someone link this if you can. Link the video in the Discord right now to let everybody know over there that we're live. We're live. Because I'm not sure if the post notifications are working. No, it's an airdrop for holding OMG on Boba. L2 optimistic roll-ups. Okay, yeah, I don't have OMG, and we really don't talk about OMG, or we haven't talked much about OMG on this channel, not because of any particular reason. We just, it's just one we haven't really covered. So I probably won't be eligible for that airdrop because I didn't hold OMG. 65K Bitcoin. Let's talk about Ether and check out all the numbers, and I'll keep you guys updated with all these platforms. And the airdrops reverse protocol went live. There's a lot to cover today, and keep you guys updated. DeFi Live with the champ. Make sure you link on Discord. I'm on top of it. I'm really focusing on trying to wrap up, hit these goals sooner than later. We went from we're trying to make it from 4 figs to 7 figs to 8 figs. No matter where you're at, let's go ahead and increase the figures. Ether there at 47.45, rebounding better than Bitcoin. Okay, and you got FANTOM over here at 263. They got clapped. So Ether's rebounding quite well. Let's see FANTOM against ETH. Always keep an eye on the technicals that went neutral. You see, FANTOM was positive against ETH, but now went neutral. And I've said before, ETH is a nice hodl, guys. Of course, it's always been Bitcoin hodl, and I think we've established that for years now. But it's becoming more and more apparent that you're looking for the long term. Hodling ETH is not bad, and I'll let you guys know what I've been doing with some of the ETH that I'm hodling, actually leveraging it on these money markets like Trank, like Blizz, Geis, Aave type markets, and I'll let you guys know the strategy in just a moment. FANTOM ETH. How about FANTOM BTC? When I'm looking at the technicals, I know I'm realizing that during the live stream it doesn't probably come out that well because it's behind the little bull, and I don't see the bull on my screen. But anyhow, I'm looking at these technicals over here. where you click more technicals. So for instance, FANTOM BTC right now, it's gone on to neutral and to sell basically. So, you know, that's changed the turn. So just to keep an eye on it, you know, the things the major players that we've been looking at, obviously Bitcoin, ETH, Binance turned favorable. And then, of course, FANTOM has been favorable. Check out Yield Yak on Avax. Yeah, I was on their website yesterday. I didn't do much research, but I ended up somehow I ended up there. And you got ice down or whatnot. So let's talk about what happened. Well, this morning we had RVRS protocol went live on Artemis. I didn't get much tokens, guys. I'll let you know about this IDO that was taking place over there on the Harmony 1 chain via the Artemis pad. And you can see over here, Artemis Protocol. I'll let you guys know about that, Artemis pad. And there was 3 tiers depending on how many MIST tokens you staked. You were eligible to get into the IDO at a cheaper rate. So tier 1 was 40 cents, tier 2, 45 cents, and tier 3 was 50 cents. So you see that all of them they were oversubscribed. They raised more than their target goals, especially tier 3. Here, tier 1, excuse me. So at the end of the day, it was an overflow model. So whatever you pledged, if you know, they ended up returning tokens. You know, so let me give you guys a summary. I pledged like about $3,000 worth of Harmony 1 tokens, and I ended up with about $200 or $300 worth. And then they returned all the tokens back to me, including the MIST that I staked in the contract in order to get into the IDO. Now, they pulled a curveball. Instead of LPing with DeFi Kingdoms, last minute they put the liquidity on Sushi Swap. And it's live now on Sushi Swap. It went live. And let me tell you guys what the price is. I have it linked to Sushi Swap. Here it is on Sushi. And the price, I believe, here is... Let me see what the price for one is. One RVS. It was like $9 the last time I checked, or $8. And right now it's $7.18, which is a pretty good gain. So if you got in at 40, you know, the most expensive was 50 cents. So, you know, just do the math. Although you weren't able to buy a lot, you're in the game's more than a 10x right now. So I'm pretty happy. Poison said he got 20 tokens, better than nothing. Yeah. I noticed this morning, I was up early, if you guys were checking the Discord, and there was a lot of people on the RVS ready for this thing to go live, and people ready to snipe early in the morning. A few people got in, but this thing's price shot up immediately. And, you know, went as high as like $9 or $10, and here it's at $7. So this has been live for a few hours. There is demand for this token because the IDO is oversubscribed, and let's see. Reverse is a OHM Olympus-esque fork on Harmony 1. So you guys may want to check that out. Continuing to talk about Harmony 1, let's talk about Trank, and this extends to what I was saying about leveraging your ETH and your blue chips. So I'm leveraging some ETH. I was going to end up putting more, but I ended up doing Blizz yesterday instead. But my intent was to throw a bag at this. But so far the strategy's been working where I'm leveraging ETH because I don't want to sell ETH. I have ETH. I got some ETH. You know, I got ETH in several wallets that I don't want to touch, you know. So, you know, what's the safe play to continue to leverage it? Now, Trank is here on Harmony 1, and I went over this play just a few days ago. Deposit, supply ETH, borrow 1, and then resupply the 1, okay? So I started off here just with a quarter ETH. That's all what I really came out of pocket. I deposited in the contract. It pays me 6.26% APY. Then I went ahead and I borrowed 1 against it, about $700 worth of 1, and then I redeposited into the contract, which doing all that, I'm netting about 17% on my ETH leveraged. So that's not too bad. And then it's getting paid in Trank, and you know that's what I'm doing. I'm running the same play on Blizz. On Blizz, it's a little bit more profitable because the APYs are higher. Let me show you. Now Blizz, we talked about it yesterday. They just did a token airdrop. If you were staked in Geist, you got a token airdrop on Blizz. Blizz is on the Avax chain, and that's how I end up on Avax yesterday because Trapcation gave me the lead. So let me show you guys the play over here on Blizz. I threw an ETH yesterday at this, and I didn't even buy any Blizz token. So I ended up with a few $100s worth of Blizz. I staked it. You can go over here to airdrops, and it'll let you know if you're eligible for the airdrop. It just let you know if you were staked in Geist, you got an airdrop. So what I did was I supplied 1 ETH. Okay, so you got a little bit more than 1 ETH, 1.04 ETH, which is like about $5,000. Then I took a loan for about $4,800 ETH, and then I resupplied it, and I'm earning. This doesn't give you your net APY, but I guess you can calculate it. Depositing ETH is earning me 1%. Borrowing Avax is earning me 72%. You ask yourself, how are you getting paid by borrowing, and where's that money come from? They're paying you in the token, Blizz, the shit token. This is how they're emitting new tokens and as an incentive for people to use their platform. So again, I deposited the ETH, I borrowed the Avax, and then I redeposited the Avax in the platform. So, I did the loop-de-loop over here. Ultimately, my current loan-to-value ratio is 49%. So, it's not that risky of liquidation. And that's what's going on. Wandering says, Champ, what do you think of the new crypto factor farming for one? The new crypto factor farming for one. I don't know what that is. Let me know and I'll check it out. Okay, guys. So this is Blizz Finance. This is basically a straight-up clone of Geist. A straight-up clone of Geist. I mean, even looks like exactly the same. Let me link you guys here to Blizz Finance. Thanks again to Trap. He put me down with the lead on this one. Now, as far as Avax, I hadn't been really covering Avax. But, what I liked about Blizz is that, I clicked on it and it set up my MetaMask immediately to do Avax. How did I get onto Avax without using a centralized exchange? Well, I was happy to find out that the bridge, the main Avax bridge, has a faucet. And I'll show you guys Avax. So there it is. I shared this in the cord yesterday too. And let me switch over to ETH. So boom, this is the bridge, Avax Networks. This is the official Avax bridge. You got to bridge over from Ether, which is, it's always costly. But when you bridge more than $75 worth of any token, you receive an Avax airdrop. So, I wasn't on Avax, so I didn't have any Avax in my wallet for gas fees. So, I was like, oh, how do I get Avax without going through a centralized exchange? Well, this is the answer. So I bridged over some ETH, and when I bridged over ETH, they gave me 0.09 Avax, which was almost like $10. Okay, so they gave me like $10 for bridging an ETH. Good morning, Manuel. Mike says you get airdrop bridging over to Avax. Exactly, that's what I just explained. So I bridged over an ETH. I didn't even buy Avax. So I had ETH in my main Ether chain, and then I bridged over a little bit more than 1 ETH, like 1 point something ETH, like 1.6, 1.06 or something like that. And once I bridged it over, a few minutes later, I just got for free 0.09 Avax in my wallet, which allowed me to trade the ETH and use it for gas fees. And then after that, you don't need to go through Ether anymore. You could use other bridge. I shared a list on the Discord of cross-chain DeFi bridges that I'm using. I'm thinking of just doing a whole video. Seller Bridge, the Xpollinate, AnySwaps. There's a bunch of them. Evo DeFi. There's a handful of them, and I was thinking of just aggregating it all in one place, as a resource. But yeah, bridge Avax, guys. That's what it is. What else? One that I'm also on Mover. I just haven't done any moves out there. Pun intended, I guess. But I did get capital onto Mover. And the same thing goes for Solar Beam, which is one of the AMMs. If you use the bridge, they also have a faucet. Okay? They also have a faucet And this is on the mover chain. This is another AMM. I'm actually looking into checking out these vaults over here. 30-day solar lockup for 274. Solar's trading about $17. I saw it as high around 20 bucks. Okay, so you may want to consider that. Oh, last thing that I just came across. Back to Harmony One. Harmony One for my stablecoin maniacs, guys. I think that you can have a whole entire job, a whole career just on moving stables around and finding the best yield for stables. You know, just a stable optimizer position. You know what I mean? Like that's all you do. You know, in managing a portfolio. I'm not saying like, you know, I love stables, but there's something to be said with just doing stablecoin plays. Going back to that, for my stablecoin maniacs, going to Harmony, go over to Harmony and go to Sushi over there on Harmony. And we're back on Sushi on Harmony, are we? Okay, yeah. And go to Farm. Okay, go to Farm. There's the Farm. And search by TVL. And, you know, BTC ETH. You see the APRs. And what caught my attention here is this Farm. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Look at this one. Tether, USDC, 52%. APR is 26%. Fee APR, 26%. That's pretty good on stable. You know, I'm always shopping around. I think that, you know, there's something to be said for, you know, having a strategy just for stables. Now, how much of that strategy do you want to allocate to your entire portfolio is up to you. But, you know, I definitely have a percentage of my portfolio with a stablecoin strategy. I've been, for the most part, staking stables in Abracadabra and earning Spell. With the 3-pool V2, with the MIM, USDC, USDT, that's been paying 20 to 30%. But, you know, look at this pair, 52. So there's, you know, you could earn sometimes more than 30% APR on stables if you keep shopping around. Now, how long do these things last? Not that long. So you have to, you know, stay active and ahead of the curve. Shout out to Mike. I see you, Mike. Yield Yak. Yeah, I was there somehow yesterday. Let me just look at it actually. Yieldyak.com farms. 31% USDT on stables on YieldYak. Yeah. That's good, but I mean it ain't 52, you know. 52 is almost twice as much. Connect with MetaMask. Log in and authorize your wallet. Yeah, I already did that. Where am I switching to? There's so many networks. Jeez. Avalanche mainnet. Okay, we're now we're on YieldYak, right? Am I sharing my screen here? No. Boom. All right, here we are. Let's check what they got here. Avax single asset at 24. Okay, they got single asset, which is cool. I like that. Single asset staking at 20% APR, 28% APR. You guys know the difference between APR and APY, right? APR is the base. APY is what you would get if you compounded. That's why the APY is always higher than the APR. Okay, so pay attention to the APR, and if you can, pay attention to the daily, because the APR is represented in an average for a year. What's a better representation is what is it paying daily. There's a few of them over here. Can you search by, not most popular, search by, oh yeah, total deposits. Yeah, so these are the ones with the most deposits. This one's nice. See, DAI at 36%. This is really nice. This one catches my attention. DAI at 36%. That one is more attractive than USDC at 21%. Mike says this auto compounds. Yeah, I know it auto compounds. So the auto compounds is the APY. Yeah, it's nice. I'll keep this one up. I was already here somehow. Kaboom. All right, guys, stay tuned. I got some shorter videos that I would like to do. Maybe I get around to them today. I feel like I want to do a lot more shorter videos to have some content for people to, bite-sized content for people to watch. Sometimes people don't have time to watch the entire live stream. I feel like the good content is in the live stream, but, do you have an hour to sit all through it? And, sometimes it's not organized well. So maybe it's better to do some short videos, which I used to do in the past, but, I like the live streams. That's what it is, But, I see the value in creating shorter videos. I was thinking of doing some top FANTOM platform videos. I told you guys about that bridge video. So, more of a resources. So, I'll keep you guys posted. It also finds the best price on swaps and the dexes within Avax network. So, yeah, it's a market maker optimizer. Yeah, I came across Yak. Like I said, I was there yesterday, and it looks good. I'm going to keep my eye on all this stuff. But so far, guys, I got to say, my favorite platform is still FANTOM. I'm going to continue to use all these side chains because I'm not a fanboy. You know what I mean? It's not like you go to some of these platforms and you talk about another platform and they get all offended. I don't care. I'll use them all. I don't have a loyalty to any of these platforms. I don't know none of these devs. I just saying to my preference. So far, it seems like FANTOM has been, the most preferable. But that doesn't negate any of their other blockchains because they've been doing well. Did someone share this in the Discord? Oh, you guys are not even sharing this. Yeah, the champ is live. Thanks, Poison. I see you. You shared it in the Discord. Yeah, guys, check out the Discord right here. I got, we're posting and we're sharing, we're talking. Diplomat just joined. Chewy, I see all you guys. Illcryptmatic. We got a few heads in there. Online already got 19 online. 22 offline. So, I want to get these to 100 people sooner than, by the end of the week. I'm really liking this Discord stuff. And I've said this yesterday. I should have done this earlier. But forget about the past. Let's look at the future. And let's continue on the path to these 7 figures, guys. I do also want to do a video. That's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm going to stay on the daily live streams, but what I want to push out is more of these shorter videos as resources, like more bite-sized videos that we can, the community could digest, and or for you guys to share with your peers too. Because I noticed that our learning curve, or we're way ahead of the curve from than a lot of the people that we even know. So some people that are new, or not even new, that have been in the game for a little while, they don't understand what we're talking about. So sometimes we got to truncate it down into like 3 or 4 minutes and get straight to the point. It's cool not to be so much. We can chat better. Yeah, there's not like thousands of people in there. Right now it's we got less than 100 people. I want to get at least 100 people by the end of the week, because even with 100 people, it's not like there's 100 people at one time talking. So even with 100 people, it's good. I really like the Discord. A lot of knowledgeable people hanging around the exclusive champagne room. Yeah, I do too. I appreciate you guys hanging out and let's chop it up, guys. It's become more and more apparent to me that we gotta hang around with other crypto maniacs, whether it be in person or in the virtual space, and continue to associate with ourselves with people with similar interests and similar goals. I don't want to be on Instagram. I don't want to be on the social media networks watching people twerking all day long, or hearing about political conspiracies all day. You know what I mean? So it's nice to be in a platform where there's a lot of people talking about things that interest me. I heard somewhere that Discord CEOs were planning to create a token. Wow, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, talking about creating a token, you actually sparked something in my mind now. Platforms that don't have a token that could maybe airdrop a token in the future is what people are talking about after ENS did the air. That ENS airdrop, guys. I don't know how many of you guys got in on that, but I did. And sheesh, that was probably the best airdrop that I've gotten. I'm going to be honest with you. Off the top, it was over 10 racks. I took 80% off the table. And even after I did 80% off the table, it still doubled. Champ, I've heard whispers of a MetaMask token. So have I. That would be awesome. Let me tell you, I hope they drop a MetaMask token, and I hope that they allocate tokens based on the number of transactions that you have. Because, our DeFi maniacs are the transaction, I got transactions in the thousands. You know what I mean? What other platforms? Another one that I was thinking of that doesn't have a token that would probably be pretty good to have a token? OpenSea. OpenSea, guys. All this NFT jazz, and OpenSea charges 2.5% for every sale on NFT. That's their revenue. So I don't know if they're going to create a DAO or what, but that would be interesting. I'm talking about OpenSea. I spent the whole day yesterday searching ENS names, and I got a few. I'm not going to even let you guys know yet, because if I even told you which ones I've already picked up, it would open up a category. But I feel like there's something there, guys. People flipping domain names. So I picked up a few domain names already. And that's on ens.domains. I did I should do just dedicated videos of buying and flipping domains. Although I haven't flipped a domain, I can see that you could put it up for sale right there on OpenSea. So when you buy on ens.domains, you could buy a domain for $5. Granted, you got to pay the gas fees, which are like $200 to $300. But once you get over that hurdle, you could purchase the ENS domain name. So it's like your name at .eth. And then you go to OpenSea, hit up my profile, and your NFTs, your domain names come up there. And you could place them for sale. Haha, I want to know the names. Hope the names pay off for you, champ. Yeah, we'll see. I'll put them up I mentioned a few names that I picked up yesterday, but then I went and I picked up some better ones yesterday. I got some better ones. Yeah, let's actually, you know what? Let's look at some of the names I've been selling. You go to OpenSea here, to activity. I'll show you guys. Let me run this search. Boom. Okay. So you got Ethereum name service. I'll link this, okay? And they're on OpenSea, and this is all their stuff, and you can see the activity, the recent activity, and these are the recent sales. Forget about what's listed. I want to know what's been selling. The floor price right now for this is the bottom, the least expensive one is selling for 0.02 ETH. That's the floor price, the very bottom, okay? And I've seen them sell for over 100 ETH, which I think they're going to go for even more in the near future. Shoots.eth just sell for 0.02. Let's see. Look, this one just sold for 1 ETH. YTD.eth just sold for 1 ETH. Let's look for some high sale. Look at this one. Names.eth just sold for 3.5 ETH. BTC Punk sold for $230, which is pretty good. I think this is a good name. Let's keep going and look to see if there's any like big sales. Layla.eth just sold for 0.4. So there hasn't been some major sales. Like, this is just within 10 hours. This is not even within 24 hours. So, I mean, there's sales. But if you go to the highest sale, go to items, and you could search highest last sale. And you can see some of the Paradigm sold for 420, Amazon.eth sold, the last sold for 100. So, I mean, these are the premium names. Apple.eth sold for 51, and now its best offer is 1.2. This thing should sell for way more. So I think that, this is going to obviously grow. When people understand that you could redirect a domain to a .eth address, and that it can not only redirect domains, it could redirect Twitter and your actual ETH address. So instead of sending it to 0x2345abcdefg, you just send it to champcrypto.eth. You only need to sell one good one for it all to be worth it. That's what I'm saying, Poison. So, yeah, yesterday I was like, I'm not going to lie, I rolled up a little one and I spent a few hours just like searching and searching and searching. And I got a little list here and I sniped out a couple good ones. I think I haven't put them up for sale, but people could make you offers. But yeah, in order to put it up for sale, you got to also pay gas fees, which is another like $300. So, I'm trying to snipe one and pick one up and at least, if I'm going to do it, I want at least an ETH out of it. Where do you buy them? At ens.domains. Let me show you. Show you how to buy them. I went over this the other day, but I'm going to go over it again. So you go to ens.domains, right here. Let me share the screen. And then you go to launch app. Boom. Right here on the top right hand. Unsupported network. Hold on. That's because I'm not on Ether. My bad. Hold up. Let me switch my networks. I was on Avalanche. So you go to, make sure you're on the Ether main chain, because this is on the main chain, obviously. Hit refresh. So it's apps. Let me link this, guys. Forget about let me link it. There's the link, and let me share my screen again. So here it is. So like for instance, this is just like GoDaddy. There's nothing like different than GoDaddy. So like for instance, Mike B. Let's check it out. Let's see if you're available, Mike B. I'm sure Mike B's taken. Obviously, that's a pretty generic name. So you run the search on Mike B. Mike B's unavailable. But how about like something like Mike123? That's probably unavailable too. But you see what I'm saying? Mike123 is available. That's nice. That's a good one. Mike123. And then you could pick it up. And then you go over here and you could buy it. You register. So for 1 year, it's $5. But 1 year and then plus the gas fee, you end up paying $300. So it's really what you're paying is gas, not. So in this case, when I buy, I go for 10 years because it's like, do you want to pay? Look at the total price. Total price for 1 year is $300. Total price for 10 years is $345. You see what I'm saying? So you want to pay 1 year for $300 or get 10 years for $345. You see what I'm saying? So I just go for the 10 years, lock it in. Do you know how to revoke access from farming web from your wallet? Off the top, I don't always knew, but I know there's a websites out there. You may want to check out. I know there's a website that you can easily cancel spends. I want to say zapper.fi. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's what it is. Maybe someone can help. Always knew. I know that there's a website that you could just revoke access to every single site that you it just pops up. I know that's a kind of random question, off topic, but one that should have an answer. But yeah, guys. So once you purchase on ENS. You just go to OpenSea and hit up my profile, and kaboom! You could see them pop up, and then you can list them for sale. So once you purchase them on ens.domains and you go to OpenSea, connect your wallet, it'll automatically read that you own them. Always New says DBank. Okay, yeah, that's right, DBank. Let me tell you guys, DBank is really good. dbank.io. I'm not going to log in now because I'm not going to flex my this wallet right now. But dbank.io, it tracks your whole wallet across multiple chains, and they support most platforms. I gotta say, the only thing that they're not supporting right now is Harmony One Chain. And then I went over there on their Discord, and I see people already asking. So I suppose that they're on it because they're pretty much supporting everything. So yeah, I do believe you can go there on DBank and then revoke access to the farms that you don't want to be using anymore. All right, we on for about 36 minutes. Yeah, we've been on for enough time, guys. I'll give it a few more minutes here, about 30 seconds to a minute here to answer a few more questions. But we hit the beats out here, DeFi Live with the champ. Make sure you check out the Discord that we popped open this weekend. We haven't even been live for a week. We're trying to hit 100 people in that Discord, and we're on the path to 7 figures. And for some of you boomers, 8 figures and beyond. So I'm excited about it. Keep booming out there, guys. Check out ENS. Let me know if you sniped any good names. And let's see who's the first guy in the group here who's going to flip one of these ENS names for at least an ETH. Is it always new? Is it Mike? Who's going to flip one? I got a good one, guys. I'm not going to flex it yet until I pick up a few more because if I tell you it, then you'd be like, oh, I see what you're doing. And then you'll go and search things that are similar to it. But yeah, you got to think creatively. All the good ones have been taken, like the single names, like the Vitalik and, I don't know, like, TurboTax.eth, stuff like that has already been taken. All right, always new. Shout out to Mike, Poison, the rest of the boomers. Guys, make sure you check me out on Discord. Make sure you check me out on all the networks. Hit up like, subscribe, post notifications. And we'll be back tomorrow with the live. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne crypto. Thank you for booming.